What's going on, everybody? My name is Jay Hill from Jaye Speaks. I want to give you a little story about how Jay Hill Speaks started. It started about 6.5 years ago. I just happened to be on a trip in California, being mentored and being at a leadership conference. And so while I was at the trip, it was the end of the conference. I'm up in my room. I get a phone call from a good friend of ours, and she asked me a question. She said, "You ever thought about being a motivational speaker?" I was like, "Look, Nikki, I'm not concerned about being a motivational speaker. I'm really concerned about you meeting me at the airport at the same time." So as I was going downstairs and I was outside in this 85-degree weather, there was a gentleman sitting next to me. And as he was sitting next to me, after he got off the phone, we began into a conversation. And we started talking about what he does and what I do. And in part of the conversation, he was like, "I'm a motivational speaker." And I was like, "Really?" I said, "Just, and in my mind, I was like, that's kind of odd that I'm just hearing one of my friends say that same, ask me that same question to meet someone who is in that field." And then he said, "I'm under this guy named Dion Jordan." So I, kind of kept it moving, went to the van. We're driving. About 45 minutes later, we're in the van, and I met another guy sitting right behind me. Same conversation. "What do you do?" And he was like, "Well, I'm a motivational speaker, and I'm under this guy named Dion Jordan." So to myself, and I know to you, right, you're sitting here listening to this, I was like, "Okay, God, I see where you want me to go." And at that time, I was working for a radio station as an account executive. And so I came home. I came to my wife, and I told my wife that I wanted to be a motivational speaker. And so as I was going through this process, and me still doing what I needed to do at the radio station, I kept meeting person after person that was meeting the need to build this business called Jaye Speaks. From the website designer to the person who's going to develop my logo to the cards to everything that I needed. So 6 months after that, I'm on my way to Arizona. I come back, sitting down with my sales manager from the radio station when I came back from Arizona. And he was like, "Well, sir, we're going to have to let you go." And so I looked at him. I got up. I went to my desk and I started packing my stuff. He was like, "Hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, Jay. Come back and sit back in my office." So we sat back down in the office. He explained my exit plan, what they were going to pay me and my insurance. So basically, I was being taken care of for about 2 months. But that Monday morning, I was in my home office beginning the process of Jay Hill Speaks. So the question has to be to you right now: who is Jay Hill, and why does he keep talking about this speaking? Well, Jay Hill is a guy who's 48 years old now, who lived a life that was riotous in the beginning part of his life until he was 34, doing various different things that didn't line up to positive leadership. But now through this process of doing Jay Hill Speaks, we've come to a point to develop a workbook called Becoming a 21st Century Leader. What a leader is to us, a leader is loyal, empowering, assertive, determined, educated, and respectful. So we live off of those core values to implement those core values into the young and the older minds of our community and beyond. It's going to be to our nation. So the goal of Jay Hill Speaks is to do collaboration work with different organizations who want to impact the young and the old. And so I've had the opportunity over this last 6.5 years to meet different individuals who I thought they were going to be a part of this process, but I've come to realize over this last 2 years, I've met the people who are going to be a part of this process to change our nation. See, we have a responsibility to our community, to our homes, to our children, to our wives, that we need to implement a strong sense of leadership. And we are right now in this 21st century time frame where we have communities and individuals dying off because they don't understand purpose. So one of the goals of Jay Hill Speaks is changing minds and moments, because that's all we have. And if we waste our time on thinking in a negative mindset, we won't have the opportunity to change the minds to the positive. So I tell you all this to say that I am willing to support and provide resources to change your mind. But the issue is you have to come not 50%, not 75%, but you have to come the whole way. Because as you come the whole way, I come the whole way. And by us coming together and me coaching you, you coaching me, ironing, sharpening iron, there will be a change, not only to our own personal selves, but there will be a change to the individuals who are like-minded, who are around us. See, my goal is not to look out for Jay Hill, but my goal is to put other people's interests before my own. Because the greatest leader is a leader who will serve and then will lead, but he will serve as he's leading. Will you? Will you be that one that will be impacted by a company that is passionate about bringing change? Because if you understand your purpose, then you will wake up in love with your career. If you understand your purpose, not your job, not your 9 to 5, but your purpose. Do you know what it is? Do you need assistance? See, I'm connected with an organization called Team Pursuit. And Team Pursuit is an organization of many individuals encapsulated to bring change to lives, from finance, from personal issues, to leadership, to mentorship, to education, to gang violence. But we're here to bring change. You have organizations that are doing things here in the city, but as well as outside of our great state, Michigan. So all I ask you is this: will you be a part of an organization called Team Pursuit? How you find this organization is going to teampursuit.org. And you go on the community page and you will be able to be connected with individuals who will bring change to your perspective, who will lead you into a greatness. Because whether you know it or not, you're great. And I'm asking you, I'm challenging you to become a part of an organization that definitely will bring change to your perspective, to your life, and to your health. God bless you.